We're down to 9.
Oh!
Oh no.
Yeah,
We're
you
already
guys.
drained, losing viewers by the second.
Oh!
I blame Blake.
Oh no.
Oh!
We're
Yeah, you
already
guys.
drained, losing viewers by the
Nice.
second.
Oh!
I blame Blake.
Alright, do we
No.
have
Yeah, you
any
guys.
viewers here? Losing viewers.
Besides Craig.
Oh,
Craig's here.
I am back.
Oh.
alright. So, thank you to our potentially 1 or 2 viewers that aren't us. Welcome to the first ever session of the Boys Play Descent into Avernus. My name's Colton New. I'll be the Dungeon Master for this campaign. Hopefully we'll be semi-regularly playing this time Monday night. And I will pass it off to the players to introduce themselves and tell us a bit about their characters.
Oh no. That
Who
notice is
wants to
coming.
start?
I guess I'll go.
I don't have my
So I'll
character
be-
sheet open.
Oh, yeah. I'll be playing a young human male, about early 20s, by the name of Sareth Octavian Wainscoting. He is the youngest in a family of merchants here in Baldur's Gate. And yeah, very kind of not altruistic, but definitely wants to do right by people type of person. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm Brett. Do you guys hear me, or do I unmute myself?
Now we can hear you.
You're good.
I'm Brett. I'm going to be playing as Krush, a turtle from the Outer City. Krush is a up-and-coming kind of hero around the Outer City. Been known as someone who tries to do some good wherever they can, and the one there's 2 defining traits, I guess, to Krush. Krush is a turtle that has fairly purplish skin and a large black crack down the front of their shell.
All right, who wants to go next?
We should have planned this.
My name is Jordan. I'm playing a tiefling bard, Kilvius. Fact about Kilvius is I'm 24, 6'4", 250, and I have a 6% BMI.
Fit.
Oh my god.
He's a sexy boy.
All right, I'll be. My name's
That's it.
Gerbeck Quirkraft. I'll be playing a rock gnome. Gerbeck was sent to Baldur's Gate to do some guild espionage, and got captured in all this activities.
All right.
Alright. I'm Logan. I'm playing Octavius, Simic Hybrid. First successful candidate for the Simic Hybrid program, and I'm getting wrapped up in this apparently, so have some fun. I actually got some side shit, but we'll figure out as we go.
You got side shit?
Oh, important.
Yeah. Not at all.
Mystery.
Oh, I'm Catlin. I'll be playing Jail, a human paladin. Me and my brother were on patrol as part of the Hell Riders of Elturel, and we came back to our city being mysteriously missing. And now we're at Baldur's Gate.
I'm Mitch. I'm Jail's brother, playing Sir Zex, and yeah, everything he said, but just I'm his little brother.
All right, and last but not least, Allison.
Our newest recruit. and not of one of the boys.
Oof.
I should have prepared for this.
Well, just tell us what class and race combo your character is.
Oh, Allison playing Luna. I'm a cat. Tabaxi and things.
Don't worry, you were equally as prepared as all of us.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're rogue, I believe.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
yeah. I just kind of sprung that on you because I didn't want to talk for a bit.
Nice.
Okay, just from my profession, that is a pretty legit move.
That was an IQ play.
All right, so we had a session 0 last week where we came up with the finishing touches on the characters. Most people had an idea of their characters going into this, but we just kind of ironed everything out to play well with the setting, and we came up with how the characters actually all know each other. So you guys some of you are refugees that were previously stuck outside the gates of Baldur's Gate. The city has gone into lockdown as there's a refugee crisis of people from the neighboring city of Elturel pour into the city. People in Baldur's Gate don't really know what's going on. Likewise, people that had survived whatever happened in Elturel don't really know what's happening. There's a lot of conflicting stories going on. And the rest of the group that is inside Baldur's Gate had been tasked with smuggling in some of the characters outside of Baldur's Gate. This is happening in the early hours of fresh autumn day. Crisp, cool air is filled with a light, misty fog that will soon burn off as the sun fully rises over the Chanthar River. We join our group having just come into the city through an access tunnel in the walls that is little known about. Sereth, Krush, and Octavius were the main forces in organizing this endeavor to bring in Gerbeck, Jael, and Surzex. As this is going on, Kilvius and Luna just happen to be walking by and are in the wrong place at the wrong time, exactly as a member of the Flaming Fist walks into the mouth of the alley as you guys dust yourself off, having just crawled through this access tunnel. The Flaming Fist member immediately hops into action and takes you all into custody, saying that you're going to have to come with him and meet his captain, Captain Zodge.
Ooh.
Good start.
Really
So-
All right.
Ocean's 11 crew here, boys.
So that is your welcome to Baldur's Gate. This city is a veritable rat's nest and hanging on the rocky slopes overlooking the Chanthar River. From the high perches of the upper city, the local nobles, known as the Patriarchs, gaze down with veiled contempt upon the common rabble in the grimy lower city, which hugs the foggy harbor. The whole of Baldur's Gate reeks of blood, crime, and opportunity. One can easily fathom why pirates and traders are drawn to this place like flies to a carcass. Following the river farther east would eventually lead you to Elturel, capital of the Holy Land of Elturgard, or at least that was the case until a few days ago. The flood of refugees from Elturel has gotten worse since news first arrived that the city has fallen. Everyone is saying Baldur's Gate is next, but no one truly knows who or what has claimed Elturel. The Patriarchs pay a mercenary army called the Flaming Fist to protect their interests in Baldur's Gate, and by extension, the city itself. The Flaming Fist has gained even more power since their charismatic leader, Alder Ravengard, claimed the title of Grand Duke a few years ago. Apparently, Ravengard is missing. In his absence, the Flaming Fist has sealed the city's gates to staunch the flow of refugees. No one is allowed in or out. All of this was brought to your attention shortly after, shortly after you guys are smuggled into the city. You guys are brought to the Basilisk Gate. You see a dirt road stretches through the outer city slums to a bridge known as the Worm's Crossing, then to the distant realms beyond, where a dozen Flaming Fist soldiers are trying to control an angry mob of commoners eager to leave the city. Armed with only a vague description of Captain Zaj, a tall man with long black hair and a leather eye patch, takes you a while to find him. A fight breaks out between the soldiers and the commoners, and you finally spot the one-eyed captain as he wades into the fray and begins throwing punches. Just another day in the city of blood.
That looks
All right,
about
so
right.
are you guys going to try and wade into the fray here and speak to the captain, or are you going to wait till this plays out?
I'm
Probably
just gonna
wait.
kind of pull my head back in my shell a bit and just wait.
All right, so you guys watch as the Flaming Fist soldiers, led by Zoj, start beating these commoners. These are actually Baldur's Gate citizens, not even refugees. No one's arrested as the commoners start to flee, but several of them are beaten and robbed of their money pouches. Now, those of you that are native to Baldur's Gate are not surprised by this at all. This is just commonly how the police act in Baldur's Gate. You know that it's most interactions with them either end up with you being beat or you paying a bribe.
Mm-hmm.
Just turn the other cheek.
Yep, I'm already in enough trouble as it is.
Yeah.
So as this kind of wraps down, you see Zoj take a measure of you and your group, and he says, "So I hear you're in a spot of trouble. I can offer you some work instead of jail time."
I'm
This
sorry,
refugee
Captain.
crisis.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Zoj. I don't care what your names are. Just that you can do this job for me. The refugee crisis has stoked fears that Baldur's Gate might suffer the same fate of Elturel, of which nothing remains but a hole in the ground, I'm told. Our Grand Duke Alder Ravengard was visiting Elturel on a diplomatic mission when the city was destroyed. Coincidence? I don't think so. The Knights of Elturgard call themselves Hell Riders, as Catelyn and Zerzex, or Jael and Zerzex, share a look between each other. A few of them escaped destruction, and I think they're somehow to blame for Elturel's downfall. We're arresting them on sight, but that's left us shorthanded to deal with another problem, and for that I need your help. Baldur's Gate has long been plagued by the followers of the Dead Three, the gods Bane, Baal, and Merkel. I thought we had wiped them out, but apparently not. These purveyors of fear and death are taking advantage of the current crisis to commit murder sprees throughout the city. I'm going to deputize you to hunt them down. You'll have a license to kill these wretches on sight. Find their lair and wipe them out. Eliminate anyone who gets in your way, and don't worry about collateral damage. If you do what I say, I'll see that each of you receives 200 gold pieces in addition to my gratitude, which is worth considerably more in this dark city.
I walk forward and shake the man's hand.
Oh, thank
you-
God! I thought you were gonna
you
give us
got
a
it.
stick and pick garbage
Like
or
you.
something.
Community service.
Nothing so mundane as that, I'm afraid.
All right, count me in.
Look
Now,
around for assistance to see if anybody's willing to join.
Well, it appears we have no other option, so might as well.
Those dead three are they're not good. It's probably best if they're gone.
I agree with Guy.
I look around, visibly confused about what's happening, and go with it anyways.
Yeah.
perfect. Well, a few blocks from here is the Elf Song Tavern. A spy for me named Tarina hangs out there and gathers rumors. She owes me a favor, so tell her you work for me. Ask her what she knows about these murders, or you can go and investigate yourself. The bodies are all turning up in a park in the Brampton neighborhood south of Cliffgate here. Some of the bodies have been moved to a nearby morgue, but you may be able to turn up something at the sites of the murders. So either head to the Elf Song Tavern or head to Insight Park and see what you can scrounge up.
Sorry, the Elf Song Tavern.
Do you want me to spell it out for you?
No. I just tell you, right? I'm sorry.
He just looks away from you to like anybody else in the group. You've got that, right?
Yes, I
Yep.
understand completely.
Thumbs up.
Yep, we know where we're going.
Perfect. Now, I'm a busy man. You can find me at the barracks and report to me once you found anything of note out. Other than that, I got to get back to work.
Yes, well, enjoy the rest of your day, Captain.
He kind of just like cracks his knuckles and he's like, "Oh, I will." He's having fun punching people.
Sorry, what was the captain's name again?
Zodge. So like
Captain
Dodge with
Zodge.
Z.
Okay.
Got that V6 Hemi engine.
That thing gotta hit me.
All right.
All right. So you've got two paths before you guys. You can see what the Flaming Fist spy knows at the Elf Song Tavern, or you could try to scrounge up your own clues from
We go
investigating the
frolic
scene
at
of
the
the
park.
crimes.
I think he said they were in the crematorium, or the bodies were moved, right?
The bodies have been moved, but the scenes of the crimes have been left largely
Oh, okay.
untouched. So I
Well,
guess you have three paths ahead of you. You can go to the crematorium where they've been moved to, go to the park where the bodies have been left, or go to the tavern and see what the spy knows.
Well, I think
Or
I'll
we,
go to the
I
or
think
tavern
we
or,
go to
first.
the
or we
tavern
quit.
and
We
have
quit
a
all
little
this and we
chat.
go. We quit all this and we go make a tavern.
Move to
No.
Waterdeep and run the Troll Skull Manor.
I hear some
Here's
for
a couple
auction these
water
days.
coasters. All right. Well, I said a
let's
park,
go to the
but
tavern. Oh, let's go to the park then.
I look around at my
Let's go
companions.
frolic.
I'm gonna look at the two of you guys.
but
I look around at everybody and say, "Well, I don't know who any of you are, but I'm Gerbeck."
I'm Gerber.
I'll shake
Oh,
Gerbeck's
hey,
hand
yes.
and say, "A pleasure, Sereth Octavian Wainscoting at your service."
I'll kind of reach my hand out and then like pull it back. I'm Krush. Stoneback is my last name. That's about it.
Kelvius looks around and shakes everybody's hands. Welcome.
You're welcome. I'll just introduce myself.
Welcome to Baldur's Gate.
Octavius.
It's quite a sight if you've never been here.
Thank you.
And
Yep.
my eyes are visibly wider than they were half an hour ago.
Yes. The Fist have a tendency to do that, unfortunately.
Yep. Unexpected fists do usually catch you by surprise.
Oof.
So
Where are we going? We're going to the park. We're going to the tavern.
I'm
Where's
happy
the-
with either of the choices.
Perhaps we should go to the park and see what we can turn up, and we can always go by the tavern later and confer with the agent there in question about what we found.
That sounds like a good plan.
Onward. I assume the residents of Baldur's Gate know where everything is.
I'm assuming. Yeah, I can probably lead the way.
Yeah, you know
Baldur's
where.
Gate as well. I knew where it is.
Yeah, you guys would know. Insight Park is quite well known in the city. It was part of your required reading before the campaign.
Everyone do their
Yeah,
homework.
I'm gonna just have to keep reading that as we play. Twist the stick.
Control
Yeah.
F, Logan. Control F.
All right, so you guys head to Insight Park. Takes up a fairly large plot of the steep gullied land that backs directly onto the wall. It's the south of Baldur's Gate, the district of Cliffgate. It had been, for the locals here, it had been an illegal junkyard at one time, but a well-known druid in the city used his magic to cause the rusting piles of refuse to become overgrown with a verdant forest overnight.
Okay.
So you guys arrive at the park, and you do see several members of the Flaming Fist kind of coming and going along the park, seem to be searching off of the paths and stuff like that.
Did Zodge give us any things that we can show to say that we're here on behalf of him?
So he has deputized you into the Flaming Fist. So you guys are considered like the lowest ranking members of the Fist, but you still are part of their organization. So you would have rank insignia of deputy.
Does anybody want to go talk to those people? I would, but I'm looking for clues right now. And I just start kind of like looking around at the ground.
I suppose I can introduce us. I'll walk over to the Flaming Fist that are just kind of like keeping a perimeter. Excuse me.
Yes?
Hello. Sareth Octavian Wainscoting, and I'll shake his hand. My companions here and I are here on behalf of Captain Zodge to look into the strange goings-on here. Apparently, many bodies have been found.
Yes. The most recent was just a day ago here.
Would you be able to point that out to us?
Of course, it was found just in front of the drawing tree, and he leads you deeper into the park.
I'll motion everyone to follow.
I will follow.
All right, so as
yeah.
you guys journey farther into the park, this guy is going to dump some exposition on you. 10 days ago, the first victim was found here. We've been able to positively identify the victim as Edmeo Adora. He was also found just at the foot of the tree that we're going to. His body was taken to Candle Hollow's moratorium. 2 days after that, another body was found in a clearing up near the wall by a halfling named Marves Fleecefoot, who was out for a morning walk. That has yet to be identified. We found 5 days ago the bodies of Madhuri Aquila and Leave Demondis. They were found by the druid and had been dumped in separate gullies. 3 days ago, a fisherman named Vereni was tying up her boat near the piers where the park meets the dock road and spotted another body just inside the park boundary. And of course, as I said, 1 day ago, a body was found once again by the drawing tree. At this time, you guys come up to a great oak tree, sitting in front of which is an extremely elderly man who looks very furious about the bloody scene in front of the tree.
Sorry, did you say is the body still there, or was it moved?
This one is still there.
Okay.
As you guys approach, you see a naked female's body lying on the ground, carved full of arcane runes and iconography of various evil gods. Her blood pooling around the base of this tree.
Looks pretty spicy.
Push old man. The latest wave of street art's not to your likings, I take it.
Oof.
More.
He doesn't even seem to acknowledge your presence. He is standing over the body, a look of heart sickness and fury mixed upon his face.
I look at the guard and say, "We're all the." Oh, fuck. All right, I give up the voice already. We're all the bodies
Gotta
found
do it,
like
Brandon.
this.
Commit to it.
Do it.
This way,
Yes,
I'll
all
get
the
back
bodies
into
have
it,
been
don't worry.
carved up just like this. In fact, we haven't moved this body yet, but the other ones were found with a brand along the base of the neck on the back. So this woman is lying face up right now.
How fresh is this brand? Can we inspect how fresh, like how recent it would have been?
Yeah, certainly. If you want to go and inspect the body, you can. So you're looking for details of the wounds.
Yeah, like is it still kind of bloody, or is it scab? Does it look like it's scabbed over for a few hours or a day?
All right. Give me a medicine check.
First roll of the campaign.
Don't fuck it.
Don't fuck it
Don't
up.
fuck it, Craig.
Oh! You fucked it.
Oh, I fucked it.
That
Well,
sets
reroll
the
new
tone for the
campaign.
next 6 months.
Yeah.
All right. So you gently roll the body over and inspect the brand, and you guys see 3 separate symbols are branded into the flesh. One is a large handprint, The other is a laughing skull with teardrop shapes encircling it. And the third is a skull in front of a triangle.
I'll
Let's
But other
look
than that, you
I'll
don't
kinda go.
know much about the wounds.
Could I make the assumption that they're probably symbols of the dead three?
Yeah, you can definitely make that assumption.
Okay.
what
Well,
I'll do.
Do I know that as a fact, having lived in the city?
Having lived in the city, you would know of the cult, but their iconography might still be a mystery to some.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll mention. This definitely looks what I would assume to be something that the dead people that would follow the. I think it's Dead 3. I think it's the Dead 3. I'll just step back.
Very good observation, Krush. I would like
I
to
was thinking that myself. Quite a
cast.
garish display.
I'm going to cast Detect Evil and Good to see if there's anything around that might be lingering.
You mean use your divine sense?
Yes.
All right. Because yeah, you don't have spell casting until level 2 as a paladin.
Rip.
True.
While you're doing that, can I reach into my it's not a backpack because I can't reach things on my back, but my side pack and pull out
Your
like
satchel?
the blanket for my bedroll and like cover up the woman's body a little bit, just in the I don't know sensitive area. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, you can drape that over the corpse as Jail focuses his otherworldly senses. You do not sense the presence of strong evil or hallowed or consecrated ground.
Does the old man freaking out by us see this too?
See you like
Like
investigating?
looking at those marks there.
Yeah, definitely. He's just kind of silently watching this transpire.
I want to ask him if he knows anything about those marks or can narrow it down.
Um,
Old man,
Uh,
you've seen these marks before? Are these actually part of the Dead 3?
I've only seen these marks as it pertains to the last 10 days of victims being dumped in my park.
I'll saunter over as well. So the carvings on all the victims are all similar?
They've all been similar, aye.
Pertaining to
Now,
this victim here, did you happen to see anyone around the vicinity last night, or anyone suspicious in the area?
that's just it. The bodies, they seem to come out of the night, just out of the darkness. I've never caught wind of the perpetrators. I can tell you, something about this doesn't smell right.
Maybe the murders aren't happening here. Maybe they happen somewhere else, and someone decides to just drop them over here.
That is actually quite a possibility. Perhaps we
Like
should look around to
dumping
see if we can find tracks or drag marks or anything of that nature.
All right. I would like you to roll an investigation check.
I will be assisting him as well.
All right. So the two of you are going to look around the
23. Thank God for
Nice.
the assist. There's a natural 1 on the other end.
All right. So looking around, you do find a boot print that, upon further inspection, seems to have a substance that has wetted the ground around the print. Looking closely and smelling it and putting your fingers into the substance, you determine that this is a solution of wood ash and lime. This is often used in tanneries to pre-treat the leather or the hides to be made into leather.
Now that is interesting. I believe there's a tannery somewhere in the lower city, is there not?
I recall there used to be one.
Yeah, you guys would know that there are tanneries around. You might have to speak to a local of this neighborhood to determine exactly where or which is the nearest.
Should we look around a bit more,
I
perhaps?
think I should know where one is.
Yeah, we'll take a look for other clues before we leave.
Have they all been female?
The Flaming Fist member that is watching this all go down says that no, the victims have all been both male and female. The only thing that seems to be connecting all of the victims is that they've all been recent refugees to the city before the lockdown.
Do they always put them next to this tree, or is it just randomly throughout the park?
Oh, there's been the only two at this tree. The first of the bodies and the most recent. The other ones have been other locations in the park.
Were there
Sorry,
locations on anything? Like, were they in a sequence or something?
Oh, big
Not
brain
that we
time.
can tell.
Sorry, Colton, did you say all the bodies were recent refugees?
Yes, all of them murderers have been recent refugees.
That is definitely interesting.
Okay, this is
Ruh-roh.
this. Do you got a map of the park on you? The captain or whatever we're talking to.
No, I don't just keep maps of the park on my person at all times.
I
Ah,
saved
yes,
the
keeping relevant info to your crime scene on hand.
Mm.
Don't need that. Okay,
Um,
I'm done.
well, I don't know.
Toxic.
I don't know how if this is important or if it's not, just tell me to shut up. A while back, I fought off. Well, I tried to. I tried to fight off some dead 3 gang members, and they were trying to take a refugee.
Oh,
They so it was kind of a draw, but the lady wasn't taken.
I'd call that a win in my books.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Where was
I'm
that about?
assuming, was this in the lower city then?
Sorry, Colton. I'm not sure. I would assume it was in the outer city, right?
This
That's
would have
where I'm
been in
usually around.
this would have been in the lower city.
Oh, okay.
It actually wouldn't have taken place too far from here.
Okay. Yeah. It wouldn't have been very far from here either. She was just getting attacked by these thugs, and I kind of stepped in, and there's a big flash, and next thing you know, we were okay, I guess.
All right. Well, that line's lower cities where we're thinking for the tannery. Talk to a local and
The Flaming Fist member that's there is like, well, I'm a local. The nearest tannery to here would be the Poison Poseidon.
Quite a garish name, but okay.
all right. Well, that's
You'll
our lead.
understand when you see it.
And then Krush.
Yeah. I'm Krush.
Krush. You want to let us know once we get there if that's near where they were trying to abduct the lady?
Yeah. I'll let you know. And I give 2 thumbs up and kind of like this weak smile.
It's Franklin's
I give him
brother.
a thumbs up, turn away, and his face
You guys
palm.
keep talking about this Franklin. I swear I don't know who this guy is.
You're playing a character
So,
so similar to Franklin,
Default
it's
retarded
scary.
when we're involved.
Brighton's character in another campaign is a turtle that has like Asperger's.
Oh,
And talks a lot like Krush, but I don't RPM that way because I suck at RPing.
gotcha.
Do you guys think we should go to the tavern first before we investigate the tannery ourselves?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest the same thing. Maybe to see if our
Which is closer.
intuition aligns with the spy that's already done a bunch of work.
What time
That's a
of day is
very
it?
Split
It's
up into
still
clues.
no.
still in morning before noon. The tannery would definitely be closer than the tavern.
Here's an idea. We could go to the tavern and converse with this agent, and perhaps stake out the tannery during the night.
Yeah,
Kilvius likes that
could.
idea.
We could, but like, what if we're wrong about the tannery and we sit and watch tannery all night and someone else,
Well, yeah,
We
that's
could
why.
have some people watching the park as well.
Kilvius just suggests breaking into the tannery.
I don't think that's a good idea.
We have a license to kill. I mean, I'm sure we could get away with a little B&E.
We didn't beat no citizens, just their door in. I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
You're taking to this flaming fist deputization pretty quickly.
Yes,
See
a
if
bit
the suit would-
concerning.
I think we should see what the
I
spy
mean,
has to say and then
I
come
like
back to the
to
tanner. They're not going to do anything
Align
during the
myself
day.
with people of power.
Actually, before we leave, wouldn't have all these crimes or bodies. Like it's been taken to the morgue, right? So that somebody's done like an autopsy. How long do these bodies usually sit here for?
Well, this one just happened. It just appeared here last night.
Yeah, this
so
one's the
murder-
latest, but how about the other ones?
It hasn't been moved, but yes, all of the other ones have been moved to Candle Hollows Moratorium.
I wonder if we should see if there's anything relevant to the wounds.
That could be worth it too, seeing how they're dying.
Also, yes, a fair observation.
And fucking the coroner should have at least a little bit more insight on the marks, I would think.
Possibly.
So,
Should we make that our first destination then?
I'm not opposed to it, no. I think we could gather some very relevant information.
coroner, tavern.
Fine. Corner
I think the
is-
tannery can get fucked for now.
Yeah, I think we can go
Yeah.
there last.
Honestly, there's probably not going to be any action around that until nightfall, if that is in fact what they're using as a home base or a murder house.
Yeah, they're not going to
Dun,
leave
dun, dun.
anything with that until the dead of night.
I think we can spare the time and investigate the tannery later.
Crack a dawn investigation.
Onward
More or
to
less.
the moratorium then.
So, as you guys set out to leave, the druid suddenly grabs Jael by the wrist and he puts his hand onto the trunk of the great oak tree that this body has been found under. Your vision flashes with images, none staying in your memory for too long. A flash, a large sword being held aloft by an angelic figure. Flash, the figure bound in chains. Then flash, a large tablet cracking into 2 pieces while being consumed by flame. Your vision returns to that of the park. Your breath catching in your throat.
Everything
is
all
this?
right over there?
The druid, holding your wrist in his surprisingly iron grip, just says, "What did you see?"
I saw flaming swords held by. I don't even know what they were. And chains and a tablet cracked in half.
This is a prophecy. The drawing tree lets you see the future.
Who are you?
I'm the druid. This is my park.
Sorry. I'm a lumberjack. I got wood. Sorry.
Do you make anything of this prophecy?
It's not for me. It's for you.
Oh, lordy.
Fucking, that's handy.
Well, I'm gonna sit down on the ground for a second.
The caretaker of the tree that could show the future, and you're still letting these people die?
The tree shows what the tree wills.
Ah, yes.
A prophecy and the future are not always aligned. A future, like a tree's not always going to be able to show every future, just select few.
Damn, those are some wise words.
I think you should burn the tree down.
The druid
would
just looked
heavily
at you
recommend against that.
in shock. Yes, please don't do that.
I implore you to reconsider.
I start climbing the tree, asking for my own vision.
Perhaps you should get down from there.
Shock is
Show
being
me shit.
replaced by outright
It
anger.
looks like it's a pretty like holy tree or something. That doesn't seem like a. Never mind.
Tell me
The
shit,
druid is
tree.
like, get down from there, and he's stomping. He's like Yosemite Sam right now, like steam coming from the ears.
Like,
Keep
I
climbing the tree,
apologize.
tapping it for
Seeing this
answers.
thing, he's clearly
Give it a
not very
tap
smart.
halfway up. Tell me something.
Uh,
At about 3/4, I sick of climbing and come back down.
yeah, the tree does not show you anything.
Fucking trees. Racist.
Doesn't like elves.
Well, I recover from my shock and stand back up. And, should we get moving to the moratorium, I suppose?
Guess so.
If we
Please,
stay
maybe
here
Lord.
any longer,
The
whatever
friend
this thing
mortician will
is gonna
grab
get
you and
into
tell you
trouble.
a fucking vision with the corpse grabbing you later.
I have no idea what
Killius
to
is
think
looking
of
at
these.
everybody trying to hurry them along.
If we stay here any longer, whatever this thing is gonna get into trouble. And I beckon to Octavius.
All right, so you guys journey not too far away from the park to Candle Hollow's funeral arrangements and moratorium. You guys are welcomed into the building as the people working there see that you're rank of the Flaming Fist, and they bring you back into where the bodies are currently being preserved through the use of the Gentle Repose spell. So all 9 of the previous bodies are arranged here, all of them perfectly preserved as they were when they were found.
All right.
Convenient.
I'll go to the furthest one away and have a look and see what I can find.
All right, so you can roll an investigation check, or if you're trying to look at some of the iconography, either arcana or religion, as you try to determine just what's up with the body.
Yeah, I'll check out some of the markings and all. You want an arcana or religion?
Let's do religion. Sure.
It didn't matter.
So you again assume that this is likely the work of the Dead Three, or at least the cultists of the Dead Three. But you don't get much more than that.
Or repeat the obvious again.
I want to look at the bodies and see if, like, how similar the markings are. Like, are they the same set of symbols in roughly the same places, or are they just kind of sporadic?
Okay. Roll an investigation check for me. All right. So looking over the bodies, you see that the brands are all exactly the same. But the carvings themselves, they are not really arcane. They're pretty much gibberish. This wouldn't make a spell or anything that you know of. They seem to be just carved into the bodies more to strike fear than anything else. This is just to throw people off, to make it maybe seem more than it is.
And then the brands are all positioned in the exact same spot at the small of the neck?
Yes.
What do the brands look like?
Just give me a second.
Gotta draw it in paint, that's the rule.
I'll post it in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, so it's not the exact same brand every time?
No, it is that same brand every
Oh, I
time.
see.
All three of
All
these
three.
symbols are branded along the back between the
Would,
shoulder
would I
blades.
be able to figure out what god each symbol's supposed to represent? Like I know.
Yeah, give me a religion check.
Okay. Just a sec.
So you know that these would be the Dead Three, but you don't know which symbol represents
Okay.
which god.
Gotcha.
All right. Is the coroner
Hmm.
with us here, or mortician, or whatever he is?
Yeah, there is an elven man here, just kind of overseeing your observations of the body, likely the one administering the gentle repose, but and he's just kind of watching to make sure that you don't, harm the bodies any more than they already
I
are.
wave him over. Like, you look like a learned man. You tell us which of these marks
Garçon!
belong to which of the
Garçon!
Dead Three.
Just snapping at him. So straight backed with his hands clasped behind his back, this man walks over with kind of a air of importance as you summon him over. And he says, well, as far as I've been able to determine, these are the markings of the three gods, Bane, Baal, and Merkul. This handprint here would be likely the black hand of Bane. The skull surrounded by blood drops is the iconography of the god of necromancy, Merkul, and the skull in front of the pyramid would be the symbol of the god of murder, Baal.
Right on.
Has this happened before, or is this new to you, or have you seen this in the past?
The cult has been active long ago, but has been largely inactive until about 10 days ago.
Also, do you happen to know what caused them to, you know, you
I
know.
think he means die.
Yes, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, you see on each of the bodies, the actual cause of death was a very precise stab wound here under the shoulder into the heart as he lifts up the arms of one of the bodies, and you see an almost surgical like cut stabbing into the body.
Ouch.
All of the wounds and the brands seem to be applied post-mortem.
The brands and the wounds, are they of a similar surgical nature, or are they more rough?
They're cut in more roughly into the body.
Hmm.
Do the bodies show signs of being restrained before death at all?
No, they seem to have been struck in a state of surprise. They did not know the attack was coming.
Hmm.
How old do the corpses appear relative to the brands?
The brands would have been applied the very same day as the victim was murdered.
I'm going to use a divine sense just to be safe.
All right. Let me check my notes. Sorry, guys.
Please tell us that this guy's not Jarlaxle.
Always has been.
Oof.
Um, yeah, you don't detect any celestials or fiends or fae here, and likewise, there's no consecrated or desecrated ground.
Hmm.
Let's see. There is the faint, lingering presence of undeath here.
Ah. I'm not sure what to do with that information.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Pull out my wooden spoons and start tapping a little hum to myself about gods and dead people.
Gilvius has the blues.
Playing my wooden spoons.
He's got props. Awesome.
I'm going to talk to say to the coroner that I sense, I have a faint sense of an undead presence that was here, and if he knows anything about it.
He seems shocked to hear you say that. Well, I have been using gentle repose upon the corpses, and the spell is from the school of necromancy, but I don't think it would cause you to suspect the undead, as he kind of loses a bit of his composure he had earlier when telling you about the bodies.
Is this guy? I feel like this guy might know a little more than he's putting on here. Does he know
Yeah.
something in the room's undead?
I'm going to say, so
Are
you
you-
know nothing about this, and try to insight check him.
All right. Roll
Would I
an
be able to
insight check.
kind of help? I guess it's tough to help with that, but
You can both individually roll insight. You're both
Okay.
kind of suspicious of him.
okay.
Um,
Not bad.
Nice.
yeah, he seems a lot more shaken about these accusations of undeath than would probably be normal to somebody completely innocent.
Like shaken scared or shaken as if, well, how these guys fucking notice?
Well, you didn't roll the insight check, but
Yeah,
he
well, I just
seems shaken like, oh shit. How much do these guys know?
I'm gonna be like, there's something you're not telling us, Elf. I suggest you tell us what you know and try to intimidate him.
Oh.
All right, roll intimidation.
Not bad,
Nice.
not bad.
Paladins, yeah.
He is starting to like sweat more profusely, and he's like, "I swear, I've got nothing to do with this. You see, this is all a misunderstanding."
you try to tell me you animate these things so you could fuck them when no one's here? Is that what you're trying to keep secret?
What the shit?
What do you say to that?
Motherfucker!
That is ridiculous. No.
Insight.
That's pretty unprofessional, if you ask me. You better tell us what you actually know what's going to go on here.
So with that insight
I mean, we
check,
were all thinking it.
that is definitely not what he is doing. He's actually just taken aback at the suggestion of that. But as he does that, as he starts to protest, he's like, "Actually, you know what? You're right. That's all it is. I just wanted some action. You found me out."
I'll just walk up to him. So you'd rather admit to being a necrophiliac than to admit to what is actually going on here? That leads me to believe that something very, very dire is happening within these walls.
I
Now,
will
you
nervously
see-
like pull out my club or my mace with the tortoise shell, just like try and look intimidating, but not.
Now you see,
I'm
we
gonna pull
have
out
been.
my wooden spoons and assist and
So,
look intimidating.
so this guy's
Give him
like
some
tugging at
background
his
here.
collar now as he's just like sweating profusely. The little bit of poise that he maybe regained has been completely shattered as you press him some more.
Now you
Please,
see that.
I have nothing to do with the murders. If I tell you what's going on, the guild will kill me.
So you're saying the guild is involved?
No, I didn't say that. And he's like starting to look
mean-
over his shoulders now as his eyes are shifting.
Now here's what we can do.
I'm gonna grab him because I think he's gonna. I want to grapple him.
All right.
Nice.
Roll an athletics check.
People are grappling stuff.
Looks like that's my shtick.
Gotta beat a 9.
Oh!
All right. I think in a contested check, tie goes to status quo. So as you try to grapple him, he slips out from underneath your arms and is like, "No need for physical violence."
So, question: how do you have a BMI of 6% and a -2 to athletics?
He's
He's
all
just
shriveled.
skeletal.
Very skinny. He just does
He's
cardio.
very
I
thin.
guess so.
Very thin.
He's a stick man. All right,
Say
ask
you're
this
like
guy if he's got
240
somewhere
pounds.
more private he can tell us this if he's scared of getting near deer.
Yeah, his traps are so
I'm
big
just a
that when he
klutz.
tried to grapple him, he just like couldn't complete the hug because his traps are too big.
Yeah.
True.
Perhaps. No. He's thinking. No. They know where I live. Seriously, I can't tell you about this or I'm dead.
I kill you here right now.
Yeah, we can help you.
Yeah, I look around
You
at the
tell us
group
and
and
we can
say,
help
don't we
you,
have a
or if
license
you don't
to
tell us, we'll kill
kill?
you.
Well, we probably shouldn't use it, though.
Oh my god.
Well, that took a very dark turn.
Yeah, we can't be murder hobos yet, guys.
We're
Oh,
just
you
a
actually
threat.
can be. He literally told you, kill anybody that gets in your way. I don't care about collateral damage. So go
Yeah,
wild.
that's what I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
Now-
you could fall in the collateral damage category here if you don't tell us.
So he falls to his knees and starts to sob.
You would be
And
pretty safe in prison.
He
the
does have a
guild
good
has
point.
people in prison. I won't be safe anywhere. I load the bodies up with contraband for the guild. The coffins also sometimes have hidden compartments as we smuggle drugs in and out of the city.
Which guild is this? I'm thinking of a
The
different
guild.
one.
It's the guild. It's a
The guild.
criminal enterprise within the city.
Oh, I want him to try to specify.
Well, that's what they're known as. They're known as the guild.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who do you
Well,
deal with directly?
I just get my missives brought in. I find them under the door each morning.
And you
Well-
get paid for this, no doubt.
Who
Well,
is your contact?
Yes. I don't know his name. He doesn't sign the missives. He just tells me what to put into which coffins.
What time does he usually drop off, or are they just there when you show up?
I don't spend the night here. They're here when I show up.
When do you show up in the morning?
First thing in the morning, 7 a.m.
And when
Okay.
do you leave?
Oh, I leave when the work's done.
Around what time do you normally call it if it's getting late?
Oh, just before evening meal. As he's like still like snorting like through his tears and like wiping snot on his sleeves.
So we have a time frame then. The drop happens sometime between when you leave and when you get here. Now you can cooperate, or we can throw you to the fist, or, well, we can pursue other more darker matters as well.
I'll tell you everything. I'll work with you, but I swear this has nothing to do with the dead three.
I believe we came to that conclusion, yes. So it's merely a cover.
I'm gonna like kind of walk up to Jail while this is happening, just kind of whisper in his ear. We could just let this guy go and maybe just have this over him for whenever we need it. I'm just saying, and I'll step back.
Ah,
Just
I nod to him.
Hmm?
I don't think the drug dealing that this guy is in with has anything to do with our murders.
They need
I agree
cadavers.
with you.
They need cadavers to move the product, though. It's inevitably linked. But who is committing them is a different story.
I
I
doubt
think
Baldur's
this guy
Gate
is
is a shortage
connected,
of
but I don't
bodies.
think he has anything to do with the deaths.
Yeah.
He's just making use of the dead bodies.
Perhaps. The fact that they are all recent refugees leads me to believe otherwise. But of course, Baldur's Gate does have a tendency to churn out bodies, so it could just be coincidence.
How long
I
have
think
you
I,
been
I think we
smuggling?
should
As
stake
you guys
this
are
place
discussing
out
this,
tonight.
it's like, no, I'll show you the missives. They didn't even know of these bodies.
Right.
Alright, this guy's just a fucking drug runner.
Yeah, they say we stake this place out tonight and try and track down the guy that drops off the body.
I say
They
we don't
oh.
care.
They don't literally
Uh,
drop off the body.
Yeah.
They drop off like a note under his door with
Oh, yeah.
instructions on which like coffin is to have drugs in it.
Mm.
And then the body shows up
Oh,
naturally
okay.
as a result of these killings.
Okay.
Alright, I tell this guy
I still
we'll
think we
keep
should
it a
track
secret
this
if he
guy down.
does if he gives us any leads he has on the three gods there, the fucking if any more corpses, any more useful info comes that way, and we won't out him for his drug dealing.
You're such a kind man. You've given me my life. Of course, I'll tell you everything as soon as another body shows up.
Excellent.
That's what I like to hear. Thanks for the help, chap. Pat him on the back and I fuck off.
So he's still like on his knees during all this, so you just like hit him on the back and he just like splays forward on the ground and like prone and he just starts to like cry to himself.
I try to go and like help him up, even though I'm a tiny ass gnome and probably cannot help him up.
I'll help the helping of him up.
Alright,
Help
so
the helping help.
the
Yep.
two of you take him by the arms and like kind of drag him to his feet.
Brush him
Sarah
off.
kind of gets him all of the way up after Kerbeck is like hands over his head, just kind of pushing his arm up.
He's just waving his arms in the air.
While I'm helping, I tell him, or I say to him that he needs to. Well, you need to get yourself cleaned up. Nobody can know that we were talking to you this way.
Of course. As he like blows his nose on his sleeve again.
As I'm leaving, I finish up a song and I add about a crybaby running drugs.
I clean the snot from his coat.
Nice.
And as I leave, you really should probably try to find another job because selling drugs is pretty bad, and a lot of people, we shouldn't be. We shouldn't be selling drugs anymore because it makes people really sick, and I've seen a lot of people on drugs. Stop selling drugs, please, and I'll leave.
He's just rambling and fuck it, just stop selling it.
Just everybody just staring at him as he leaves. What is wrong with him?
Christian goes full Mr. Mackey.
Did not mean to channel Mr. Mackey there.
Best find a way out of the guild. There's special places in hell for drug runners like you. And then I leave.
The less Mr. Mackey way of saying it.
And people should be remembered in life as they are in death. We shouldn't be desecrating their bodies.
Before you go, he stops one of you. Take these, and he has a piece of paper, a couple pieces of paper in his hands.
I'll grab them, I guess.
I'll take one, snatch one out of your hand.
Well, there's no need for that.
The two of you are looking at a legal document that would allow a refugee to enter into the city.
Nice. One of them?
Can't spell now, apparently.
Two. And they're made out for
Oh, that's fucking. I'm not there, but that's
Wemba
big news.
Oshratz. And one is named Anika Silverleaf.
So they were entering the city legally, too.
But those weren't two of the body names.
I thought those were the two halflings. Am I wrong on that?
I didn't give you all the body names, but these are definitely were personal effects of the victims.
We have Edel Mora was the first one, a halfling named Fleecefoot, And then the two people that I wasn't quick enough to write down, those are the two.
Yeah, I dumped a bunch of
Found
names on
separately.
you. Fleecefoot
Yeah.
was one of the people that found one of the victims.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe post those in the Discord when you get a sec, Colton, so we can just write that
Yeah.
down.
Fair
It doesn't
enough.
have to be soon.
So we are off to the tavern, right?
Yep. I will thank the coroner for this and then make our way.
I was just standing outside waiting for you guys. You guys inform me of the shit.
The extra
I
two
have-
No.
names.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hand you
Which
back
doesn't,
that
the
piece of
rest do.
paper. I don't want it.
All right.
I'll hold on to them then. Yeah, I'll inform Octavius that we got these two golden tickets, essentially.
Okay. So you guys set out from the moratorium near the south of the city and head north from past the Basilisk Gate where you first met Zodge, and then a little bit east into the city away from the gate. You come up across the Elf Song Tavern. You guys see as you approach, there is an animated suit of armor and a large ogre standing guard outside of the door. This is also not that out of the ordinary for Baldur's Gate to see monstrous races in town.
Nice.
I give him a high five.
They just glare at you as you put your hand up for the high five and leave you hanging.
Oh, come on.
I give him a high five instead.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same thing. Just the.
All right, Jail's got me covered.
Smack,
Okay,
the,
that's a
smack the
bro.
ogre on the ass on the way by.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Kilvius gives him a wink.
Kilvius doesn't get in.
What's this tavern called again?
Kilvius going
The
full
Elf Song
bard on
Tavern.
the ogre.
Yeah.
All right.
His
So
first
as you
lady.
guys enter into the tavern, you hear. Let's see if this will work.
Incoming ad.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh right, I've got ad blocker.
Nice. And illegal.
oh.
No.
Sorry about the ad if that plays for you guys.
YouTube Premium solves that.
Didn't for me, but I don't know. Maybe it was
Fucking
just
So
rich
you
boy.
guys,
Nice.
you guys see as the entire tavern hushes to listen to this haunting melody. You see one of the patrons just starts to burst out in tears. And then one of the nearby patrons just puts him in a hug.
Do we see who's playing this?
The song seems to emanate from everywhere in the tavern at once.
It's just jukebox tunes.
If you're not from here, perhaps you don't know. The elf song is supposedly haunted or possessed or magical in some way. A song sometimes drifts through the tavern, sourceless. And
It's
we are
quite
lucky enough to
beautiful.
be here for this performance.
I look around, dumbfounded, and oh yeah, I knew that.
I ask.
So
Sarah.
the song is sung in an ancient dialect of Elven that scholars have not been able to fully translate even. But the song seems to be a mournful dirge for a lost loved one. So you guys step into the tavern, having heard the elf song, seeing the reactions of the patrons, and as the song fades, the almost otherworldly calm kind of lifts from the tavern. You hear a few last sniffles as people get over the haunting melody.
I kind of awkwardly clap just a little bit.
Some of the regulars kind of look at you like, well, who's the new guy?
I look
And
at
I
Krush
duck
and
back
say,
into the shell a little bit more.
man, you gotta learn how to read a room.
All right, I will look around the room to see if I see anyone matching. I'm assuming we got a description of the contact.
Yeah, so let's see.
We're looking
I
for
will-
Telia, I think.
Yeah,
Tarina.
Tarina.
Oh, there we go.
It scrolls.
I got to scroll down to read the text at the bottom.
Oh yeah, the text at the bottom.
There's a scroll bar. What am I supposed to do?
He's got his priorities straight.
Oh, what's it say then?
An informant for the Flaming
It
Fist.
says cleavage.
The party are tasked with getting information on the murders by meeting with her at the Elf Song Tavern.
Ah, yes.
Well,
Well,
we'll look
Brian can
around
spot
for
that cleavage a
this
mile
person.
away now.
My character's too young. This is TOS.
Kelvius is definitely
This is a
interested
nice
in that
Christian
cleavage.
D&D game. All right, so last thing about the tavern, you guys see kind of a haphazard and somewhat eclectic group of patrons. You see just downright drunk human, seems to be a sailor of some kind, or at least works on ships, and he has his eyebrows removed for some reason. You see a female Lightfoot halfling with a scarred face, just playing a dice game while flipping a coin with the other hand. You guys see a somewhat down on his luck bard or thespian writing in the corner. Seems to be looking around the room and writing down the reactions from people that heard the song. You hear a bellow of a laugh as a half-orc scoops up some coins, having just won at Baldur's Bones, the dice game that people love to gamble with around Baldur's Gate. Yeah, just a bunch more colorful characters around the bar. But you don't see Tarina.
Kelvius is gonna make his way over to the bard that's sitting in the corner.
Yeah, who's a resident gambler this campaign?
Going upstairs.
Not me this time. I learned my
All
lesson.
right. So as you guys walk into the tavern, you guys see some more of like the alcoved semi-private rooms. See a few more different patrons. One of the private rooms seems to be an acolyte to some goddess or another. One of the characters, a strong heart halfling, seems to be working on some kind of brew as he grinds different herbs into a mortar and pestle. But still no Tarina. So Surzex is walking upstairs. What are the rest of you doing?
I'll be following him.
Yeah.
Kelvius is gonna go check out the bard.
All right.
Well, I'm terrified of this place because I'm a tiny ass gnome, so I stick with the people I at least know.
All right. So the people that you know, what are they doing? You know about like
They're going
Blake.
upstairs,
And,
I think.
oh, okay.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
talk
I
to
guess
the
you came from
bartender.
outside. All right. I don't want to split everybody up already, so we'll deal with the upstairs people after the bartender.
Okay.
What can I do you for?
You know, we're with. What's the name of that guard we're with?
The Flaming
Zod,
Fist.
Zod.
Flaming Fist.
Captain Zodge.
Captain Zod sent us here to talk to Tarina. You know, when she frequents the place, if she's a regular.
Oh yeah, lovely young lass. She comes by around the evening times.
All right. Back to the party. When about is that? That's just you to tell us how long we gotta fuck around for then.
It's about getting into early afternoon at this time after the morning being drafted into the Flaming Fist out in noonish park investigation. So you'd have a few hours to kill before she'd likely get here.
All right. Is anyone here she talks to?
Oh, she kind of talks to everybody around here. She's into all the business. But I see that you're, by your own admission, you're with the Fist. I could use some help.
Oh, what's the issue?
Well, you see, upstairs, one of the patrons just stopped paying for her room, but she's locked herself in.
Do you want to keep the door intact?
Well, ideally, sir, I'd love to keep the door. But, I mean, I'd like the money more.
He's probably got a
Alright.
master key.
I'll start going upstairs then.
I'll let them. I don't know if whoever didn't come with me, I'll let them know and we can head up. You got it. We'll give Shooter some finger guns as I fuck off and go talk to them.
He just tips his head to you. And as you start up the stairs, he says, oh, just so you know, she's not from around these parts.
Before we start kicking in every door, which room?
Oh,
Smart.
of course. Yeah, it's the one at the back, directly or kitty corner from the stairs, the large one.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys can head upstairs.
As we're going up there, I'll try to
Am I
tell what
talking to the bard or no?
Oh, yeah. I guess we'll do Craig's bard discussion just before we head upstairs. So this guy, kind of wearing an ill-fitting and kind of dirty beret, looks like he hasn't been too successful at the whole performance. He's definitely got the struggling artist look about him, as he's you see as you walk up, he's like, no, that won't work. That's ridiculous, as he starts crossing out something that he wrote down on his page.
Well, hello, fellow friend. How is your work coming?
He looks up and, just who are you, friend?
Well, I am a songwriter myself, and I just looks like you were trying to write a song by how you were paying attention to everybody around you.
Well, you've certainly got a keen eye there. Name's Ulrich Whitmirth, at your service. As he kind of performs a seated bow as he flourishes his hat to you.
I shake his hand and ask him if he would like any help, any assistance, as I pull out my wooden spoons.
You look to your wooden spoons with a bit of chagrin, as it's not quite the instrument you'd think that a bard would want to play, but he says, "Well, I could certainly use help with my next rhyme. You see, I have the iambic pentameter only works if I end the line in ghost."
Rhymes with, and you need something that rhymes with ghost.
Yes, I need a line that's going to evoke the melancholy of the song, and it needs to rhyme with ghost.
Just out of character here. So do I need to come up with a line for ghost and for another line, or just one line?
Just the line that like would come after the line ending in ghost, and
Okay.
he wants it to be emotionally impactful.
Okay.
Got this,
Well,
Craig.
I'm gonna write something down and I'm gonna sing it to him. And if you're so scared, just eat a pot roast.
Jesus.
Yes.
Pot roast, genius! Like grabs your head and kisses you on the lips.
Oh,
You've
I
done it.
accept and grab his ass.
Oh no.
Done it.
I'll be known the Sword Coast over for this ballad. I can't thank you enough. As he scribbles it down and he rushes out of the bar.
Oh no.
I have the feeling of great success.
Give him inspiration.
Yeah, sure.
hell yeah.
That was hilarious. So,
Fuck yeah.
I don't know if you remember how this works, but yeah, you mark off. I see you've got it on your sheet already, and you can
Yeah.
spend inspiration on any d20 roll to get advantage. So if it's a
Nice.
saving throw, ability check, attack roll, whatever, you can use your inspiration to have that little bit of extra luck.
And I can
Nice.
use it after I roll, but before you say if I failed or saved it.
Exactly.
Nice.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I will. How close am I behind the guys going upstairs?
Well, that was kind of happening as Logan talked to the bartender. So they kind of end around the same time, and you can head upstairs with the rest of the boys.
Did the rest of the boys see what happened?
Logan and anybody that stayed behind would have. A couple of them had already gone upstairs.
Okay. I'll accept that.
All right, so you guys head up to the second floor, and you're greeted with this floor just kind of has a common room that's not really doesn't really have too many people sitting around. Most of the action seems to be taking place downstairs, and a bunch of the private rooms around the edges. Hello?
Hello?
Did I cut out there?
No, you're
Nope.
good.
Oh, okay. So, sorry. Common rooms around the edges, or private rooms, sorry. Which one are you guys going to investigate?
I'm assuming
Um,
Octavius feels
One on the
fit.
right.
I
one on the right.
want to go to the room where the person was locked in.
All right. So you did say the large room, kitty
Yeah.
corner from the stairs
Yeah.
in the direction you'd be facing as you climb up.
Okay.
So
So
it's
I'll walk up and
actually
I just kind of like knock on the door. Hello. Are you okay? I'm here to help.
you hear a very common spoken with a very unusual accent. It's very guttural, and I'm not even going to try.
Try it.
Go away.
Do it.
Oh, go away.
Nice.
I swear I'm just here to be a friend. If you need a little help with the payment, I can help you with that. I just sounds like you're having some trouble in there.
I do not need your help. Leave me alone.
Okay, and I'll just walk away.
I'll tell him we need your payment.
I'll bang on the door. Let us in, or we'll break in. We're not dealing with this shit no more.
Just stay out of my room.
Well, slip us the money you need for rent on it, and we'll leave you alone.
The proprietor dishonored my people. I will not pay.
Then you
Not how
must
this
leave.
works.
Well, you're not squatting either, so we're gonna figure this out.
I'll saunter up to the door and just give it a knock and say, "Now, I'm sure that the patron or the bartender did not intentionally mean to sully your good name. Perhaps if we come out into the common room and we can talk this out, we can find a solution that works for both parties."
Never. If I see him again, I will kill him.
Well, you'll have to leave this room eventually, I would assume.
What if we told you he was right here waiting?
I would tell you again to go away.
Is the voice masculine or feminine or somewhere in between?
It's tough to tell with the accent and the voice. Give me a perception check.
15?
Nice.
It seems to be female, as far as you can tell.
Can I see like under the door, or is it very like tightly fitted?
There is like a sliver under the door. If you were to press your face down to the ground, you might be able to see their boots or some details of the room.
Fucking Gerbeck and his feet pics.
All right, I get down close to the ground and I prestidigitate a really bad smelling odor on the other side of the door.
Nice. Nice.
On his face to help.
First
do better.
spell. First spell.
No, you
So,
used prestidigitation earlier.
Yep.
Oh, did you? Oh, I missed it.
Yep.
Never mind.
You hear sniffing and by my gods, what is that?
That's that you haven't paid your rent spell.
I'm gonna double the smell and cast it as well.
We're gonna stink bomb her out of the room.
Wait, you can cast up to 3 non-magical effects? Alright, do it 3 times.
Triple the strength.
You're gonna kill her, and then we're gonna have to go in there.
Yeah, but we can just stop it, and then she's dead. No, quest complete.
Alright, so you guys start to hear like hacking and coughing, and the door bursts open, and you guys see this.
Oh!
The room.
What?
Okay.
Oh, Secular be praised.
Well, hello.
Octavius looks like your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Alright, do you have the money, or...?
I'll see. I'm gonna take a guess at this with the physiology here, and I'm gonna say in Aquan, like, I'm very sorry for any trouble we may have caused you. We're just trying to help.
She recovers from her fit of coughing, and looks to you in shock and surprise. She replies in Aquan, telling you that the surface people, she overheard the bar owner calling her a fish person, and it has offended her greatly.
I'm very sorry that they may have called you that. I've been called a turtle person before, but I don't feel too bad about it that much because I kind of am a turtle person. I don't think they mean anything by it. They just describe you for what you look like, which isn't right, but don't think they mean to be mean.
She looks to the rest of the group as you said all this in Aquan, and she replies to them in common. This one is simple. I leave now, and she just She makes her way down, like towards the stairs.
I
If
kind
That's
of
not
get in
very
her
nice.
way and be like, you still owe some money.
You can go in that rotting room. The payment is in the drawer.
I hope you don't mind waiting
good.
while we go and get it.
I cancel all the stink bombs.
Look, if I can pay, if it's no problem.
He's hitting on her. Oh.
I look around and I guess
I
let her
will
go.
stay. You bring me my holy symbol, and you can take the money.
And what does this symbol look like?
It is in the drawer next to the money. You will know.
Skull with
Alright,
blood
alright.
around it.
I'll go and retrieve the stuff from the drawer then. Kind of
Anything
like
else
pull
in
up
the room?
my cloak over my nose as I go in.
I say to her very calmly that, even though they might have wronged you, that your behavior towards them might reflect on your entire race to them, and they might do this again in the future. Instead, you should correct them and maybe tell them what they did wrong, so they can learn and be a better person.
Yeah.
She just looks at you with disdain and says, "You are weak."
To me?
No,
Rude.
to group.
Okay.
It's right here in the ethics, and I start pulling out my big ethics book.
Nice.
I tell him to put it away. She's a fish person and can't read.
Oh! God damn it, Logan! We're making progress here.
Progress is for the
I'm
weak.
gonna. You should say sorry. That wasn't very nice.
Nope.
All right, so Sareth, you go into the desk drawer and you find a shark skin pouch containing 66 gold pieces and
Nice.
49 silver pieces.
Uh,
In the room, you see that the bedding has all become dirty, and there's a tub full of dirty water, as she didn't allow anybody to come and change it out. You see beside the pouch is a shark's tooth carved with a symbol and fanciful like scroll work around the tooth.
Okay. I'll take those. Does the symbol mean anything to me, or is it just nothing I've seen before?
You could roll religion if you're proficient with it.
I'm not.
Okay, then you wouldn't have the study to know what this symbol means.
All right. I'll just bring it out. I'm assuming Did we get a number for what she owed, or?
You did not. Just
Ah.
that she was behind on payment.
We'll find that out when we head down.
All right, I'll just come out and hand her the holy symbol. Be like, it's a very beautiful pendant.
When I see it, I again prestidigitate it to try to make it not smell as bad if any of the smell was stuck to it.
She, despite her very stern demeanor, looks a bit prideful when you compliment the holy symbol. And
Well, I
she
recognize
says,
the holy symbol.
are you proficient in religion?
Yes.
Okay, roll a religion check.
God.
You recognize this symbol as although it's pretty obscure, it is the holy symbol of Sekola, the shark god.
Damn.
That's a solid god.
I say,
It's
shark god,
just
hey,
the god
you
of
must
just
be pretty
sharks.
badass.
Yes, Sekola be praised. Well, I will leave now. I have no time for those who disrespect my people. You take
Well,
payment.
perhaps if you wait a moment, I'm not certain as to what you owe, so some of this might still belong to you.
It is yours now. I care not.
Well, I personally have no use for this, so.
I'll take it.
Well, all right then.
We will deal with it, Sereth. Don't worry.
All right, I'll leave it to you then. I pass it to
All right.
Octavius.
I'll head up to
Yeah.
the barkeep. So how much does she owe for the room?
All right, so she's taken off now as you guys head back downstairs to the barkeep.
I wish we would have made friends with her. It's not often I get to talk to people in Aquan anymore.
Oh, that's what that was. Interesting.
I was a bit of a shot in the dark because she looked like a, well, never mind.
Fish person?
I was just going to say, don't say that. Well, regardless,
Right,
we
so-
didn't have to resort to kicking in the door, so all things considered, this went pretty well.
All right, so you head back over to the bar and ask, like, how much did she owe in back payments? Well, she's been there for about a 10-day now, so that would be about 30 gold.
All right. Well, you also kept your door intact, so I'll give him the 30. Here's her payment.
You have my deepest gratitude. Now, would you like a beer on the house?
Sounds great.
I think
Alright,
this
so
might
you
be the
guys-
first time I've ever played D&D with you guys where we've actually peacefully resolved something.
Oh,
I'm
100%.
watching.
I mean,
I'm watching it
yeah.
typed in the side quests. Peacefully resolved. It's like a little. Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
I mean, you did it. We were probably
We
about
were
to
in the-
bust the door down.
I mean, that was actually really
the
smart.
prestidigitation worked pretty
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
though, to get her out.
True.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was,
I
that
gotta
was
hand
good
it
play.
to you guys. That's some good thinking.
Well, I pocket the other 35 and take my free beer and
All right. So as Octavius was here at the bar getting his beer and giving the payment out, you guys hear some of the patrons kind of in hushed voices. I bet my last copper that those so-called refugees are advanced scouts for an army that's preparing to attack. And then one of the people is like, "Oh, you're mad. No, the refugees are here because the city has been burned to the ground by a meteor swarm." No. A timid kind of halfling steps up to the table. I heard it was mind flares. Just blinked the city out of existence.
Boom,
So-
mind flayed.
I'll kind of like walk up to. I heard that they're just very nice people that just need a little bit of help.
They all just turn to you and just like look at you.
Okay.
Okay.
I go up and I'm like, yep, it has been blinked out of existence.
See, I told you. And then like other people kind of join in, and you just it's voices in a cacophony over top of each other. You hear everything from demons attacked to the companion was an egg that gave birth to a giant dragon that ate the city in one bite.
Kilvius is going to be writing a lot of this down into song form.
Nice.
And then the guy that looks like a sailor without eyebrows, he pipes up. You know, this was actually the second city to disappear. I heard upriver from Elturel, the city of caravans is also disappeared. And then everybody laughs. This is just you making up stories again. You haven't even left Baldur's Gate for the last week. How would you know?
And that reminds me to ask Jail and Mitch if they heard anything, since we just helped them
I was just
break
gonna,
in.
yeah, I was just gonna ask if we knew anything about that.
So what you guys know is that you were out on a scouting mission, and by the time you came back, all that was left of Elturel was a crater in the ground.
Has the other city actually disappeared too? Or do we know anything about that?
That just seems to be made up. Along with a lot of this other stuff, you guys definitely did not see any Illithid attack or have any talk with the refugees that headed over about any of that. Seems that rumors are running wild here in Baldur's Gate in the lockdown. Well, the guy that had the just bellowing laugh earlier is like, well, enough talk. Who wants to roll the bones? As a bunch of the patrons kind of gather around the table, and he pulls out a set of dice. How about you? And he looks to the group. You've got coin to spare?
I slapped down 5 gold.
That's who I was hoping for.
Ah, yes!
Afraid I'm not the gambling type. I'll have to pass.
Yeah, my luck doesn't hold out.
Can
bunch of ninnies.
can we play for toothpicks?
How about we slap down the remainder of that 66 gold?
I've already left with it to the coach.
All right, so Kilvius being the only one interested in playing, this is Baldur's Bones, the most popular dice game in Baldur's Gate. So you've paid your ante into the pot. Each player then proceeds to roll 3 dice, and play proceeds clockwise around the table, with the host of the game going last. On a turn, a player can choose to stand or roll. If a player stands, the next player can take a turn. A player who rolls takes an additional die and rolls it. If the total of their dice exceeds 21, they bust and are out of the game. Otherwise, they can keep rolling additional dice until they either stand or break. After everyone has had a turn, the highest point total excluding players who busted, wins the game and takes the pot. Understand?
Fair enough. Yep.
All right. So you being the newbie, they make you roll first. So roll 3d6s.
$11.
Not bad.
Ooh, not bad. I'll take it.
All right. So then the next guy up is going to roll his set. 15. Next one, 14. And finally, the bellowing half orc with a 12. All right. So play is back to you. You can hit or stay.
I'll roll dice again.
All right. Roll another d6. All right, so you got 14. You press your luck or you stand?
I'll roll another one.
Sorry, is
I would
it's
hope
21
so.
bust or
21.
Yeah, 21's bust.
Or
Oh,
20,
yeah.
over 21.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice. Go again. Oh,
Oh,
God.
16.
16, eh? Yeah,
Yeah.
roll one more.
Nice. Oh,
18.
I'm going to hold on 18.
Ha! Good choice. Some of the other guys, the guy that rolled the 15, he's going to press his luck.
Oh.
20!
Oh.
I stay. And then the bellowing half orc. Oh, you're a cheat. The next guy with the 14 is going to go. He's 19. Well, I got to go for it.
Oh.
Oh! Ha ha! Laughs again. Now the half orc's turn. $17. Well, I won't have any of you calling me a sissy. 18.
Oh,
Money or bust. 19. He does not look happy with that roll. Well, it's a loser either way.
Ah.
Well, he claps the guy that's right beside Kilvius on the shoulder, and that guy slides the 20 gold pieces on the table over to himself. Good game, friends. And at that moment, the tavern door swings open, and you guys see a somewhat familiar face walk into the door.
Alright, while that game's going on, I have to walk over to Octavius and hold out my hand and say, I'd like my cut, please.
All right, I look around, make sure it's just him, and be like, "That was clever. You deserve this."
So you
And I
guys
give him
were
his half.
So you split evenly the remaining 36 gold
Yeah.
and 49 silver. You can argue about who gets to keep
The
the
extra silver he can
the
have.
silver. All right.
I
So
appreciate it.
That was,
Brett wants to go over there and grab some, but sure as hell tell you, Crush won't.
that was 35. Or what was
Sorry,
it,
what?
36? What was the
Yeah,
exact number?
36. Yeah,
36?
66 gold minus 30 for the payment.
Oh, okay.
So you guys got 36 remaining. As Tarina enters the tavern, the elf song actually kicks up again. And you see similarly the bar patrons, as rowdy as they just were, shouting rumors and playing dice, they all just fall quiet and listen to the song. The newbie that was crying the last time has some tears welling in his eyes, and this time he gets a pat on the shoulder instead of a full embrace. But again, the bar is quiet and nobody interrupts the elf song as they listen to the full thing. And with
Since I know.
we're going to take a 5-minute break. So
All
we'll
right.
be back.
Nice.
Yeah. Right, I gotta say that was freaking genius.
It was good.
Feels good, man.
Yep.
Thanks for the follow, Stumpomatic.
All right. That's assuming he's actively watching us and not just
Yeah.
has it open and muted.
Which, I mean, nice of him to do that.
Back-
Nice.
Don't disappoint.
All right,
And
where
we're
were we?
back.
Welcome back, viewers.
All right, you were the elf song had started as our spy has stepped back into the tavern.
I nudge Sereth and point at the door. That looks like her.
She scans the room, and her eyes alight upon the group, and kind of give you the once over, and focuses in on your deputy badges for the Flaming Fist. She walks over to your table and sits down.
Tarina, I presume.
Yes, and who will you be?
Sereth Octavian Wainscoting, and I'll shake her hand. Recently deputized by the Captain Zod, or Zogged. Zodge, that's the one.
It's pretty interesting that you only have an accent when you introduce yourself, and that's it.
Hey, I'm trying, damn it.
I'm Krush Stoneback.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
So,
Now,
what can you tell us about the recent goings-on?
well, I've investigated the bodies myself, and it definitely seems that it's the dead three cultists involved, or at least somebody trying to frame them that way. But I did manage to find one clue that stood out in particular. Most of the bodies smelled of tannery. I've managed to stake out the poisoned Poseidon for a night, and there's some rough-looking fellows coming and going from there. I didn't have the backup at the time to push much further, but it would definitely be where I investigate next.
That matches up with what we figured out.
Yes, we
Well, it's-
found some residue of ash and some other materials that's
Lime
used
something.
in lime, used in the tanneries. So this was the poisoned Poseidon that you were seeing these individuals in?
That's right. It's good to know that I'm not completely off base with this.
Yes, it struck me as odd as well.
Now, I guess the group of you, I'll have you roll a perception check right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh shit!
Protect those money pouches.
Mm.
um,
Jesus, we're fucking money.
oh,
Hey, I did
Average
it.
roll of 8.
We are inside, I think.
Not entirely sure.
We're waiting on two more. Luna and who else?
Craig's
We got,
fucked for a while.
Yeah, Craig's AFK
Craig.
at the moment.
I can roll for him.
oh,
Alice's first roll.
Oh.
That was for Kilvius with his minus one to perception.
Oh, he just rolled it again. It's not much better.
Oh, okay.
At least it's not a natural one, though.
So, Allison, still waiting on you.
I think Allison is taking a back seat right now.
We might
Yeah,
have
I
to
did hear her over the break.
teach her how to open it.
So,
All right, well, I'll roll for her too.
Oh,
So
I
your
think
Oh,
she's
chance.
the
nice.
most
Wow.
perceptive one.
All right. Anybody message her to see if she's actually here?
I have messaged her. Yeah, she's
Oh, what?
She's
Hello?
not even in roll 20
Yep.
right now.
Oh, there she is.
Happening?
So
at
you
a
guys are
tavern.
sitting at the table meeting the spy, and I just wanted everybody to roll a perception check. I rolled for you since you weren't answering, and you got 20.
Oh,
best one out of all of us.
okay.
She's the only.
So, while the rest of you are very intent at looking at Tarina, Luna notices 4 figures enter the tavern. 2 of these figures are hooded and cloaked with dark black cloaks. The third figure walks in, the footsteps heavy, the cloak seeming to cover prodigious armor underneath. The fourth figure is wearing kind of beat up and dirtied robes, and he walks hunched over, his gray matted hair in a tangle about his face. The 2 figures in the cloaks seem to scan the room looking for something. As these figures start to mill into the crowd in the bar here. With that perception check of 20, you notice that as they scanned the room, they spent an awful lot of time on Tarina, and now seem to be inconspicuously making their way through the crowd in your direction.
Let us know, or I'd assume that's a nope.
Allison, please.
What?
Did you hear anything I just said?
Kinda. I'm eating ice cream.
She's
I mean, to be
Luna
fair.
is there at the bar, like licking up a bowl of ice cream, and she's still the only one that noticed this as you guys are checking out Tarina.
You guys are horrible.
Good thing she has good communication skills.
All right. So what are you doing, Allison?
What was going on?
So you noticed some very suspicious figures make their way into the bar, scan the bar, look at the spy you're talking to, and they seem to be making their way through the crowd on their way to your table.
I don't know.
There's no wrong answers.
If you want to just keep silent with that information, you're definitely welcome to.
Yeah, I'll just just give them the side eye, just notice them and just keep quiet.
All right. So as Tarina tells you more about her takeout on the poison Poseidon, the one of the hooded and cloaked figures silently makes his way right up behind Tarina, and quicker than any of you can react,
Oh no.
he stabs her into the heart directly. And I want everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, all right.
Not like this.
We have all of our weapons and stuff. They didn't get taken by the fist or anything, right?
No, in fact, everybody in this bar and most people in Baldur's Gate in general are armed somewhat.
All right.
So,
Do you want us to
so-
click on put our dudes down? We click on for the
oh,
initiative
yeah,
tracker
for sure. I'm going
before doing
to
that?
drop you
Before
guys
running?
into
Yeah.
the tavern here. I'm just kind of dropping you at random around a table here. So that's kind of where we're going to start.
God, that's that token.
Logan's amazing token.
I'm gonna be sitting around the table with everybody.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, that's
5,
perfect
6,
initiative.
7. Who am I missing?
Krush.
Yep. And our now
Okay,
bleeding
so-
out friend.
Yeah.
How'd I roll again?
Click
So-
initiative in your character sheet.
After
First,
click
click your
on your
token.
icon.
So,
Yep.
And that's the cat person there.
Yep.
And then open your character sheet and click the word initiative.
It's sort of in the center near the top.
You guys, there should be no way that I'm the top of the initiative order. There should be no way.
Hey, I have
Well,
-1.
D20 said otherwise. I even have decent decks. What the hell?
I've got
Oh,
-2.
We rolled well.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
The tobacco.
Nice.
Figured.
All right, so I will put these guys on the token layer. So these are the hooded figures.
Oh, they spooky.
One is the armored figure that Allison saw, and this is the hunched over, scraggly haired dude.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Let's see.
Look at that guy.
Which one is the one I saw?
You saw all 4 of these people. This is the one that actually just murdered Tarina.
So you just quickly backed off as soon as they stabbed her?
She was here, so
Okay.
he's in melee range of her.
Okay. Oh, that guy stabbed her. I thought that the armored person did. My bad. Okay.
Do you have a token for her at all, Colton? Just so we have a reference as to where she is.
I think
I
we
can-
can remember.
I'm
Is she
just saying.
straight up dead, or can I lay hands all over her?
Whoops. That was supposed to be a whisper roll.
Exposed.
Ignore the name.
It's a pretty cool name, though.
Alright, I drew our token, guys.
Ignore it.
It's
Nice.
too cool to ignore.
But he's so
The
goddamn
fuck's a
cool.
necromite?
All right. So as your friend gets surgically ganked in front of you mid-sentence, Allison, you are the first to act. What
I
do
go
you do?
murder this guy.
All right.
Ballsy,
so
I
you're
like.
going to
Whichever
Try
one
to-
killed her.
You can
Yeah,
move your
that-
dude.
this one. Yeah. So you can see the squares on the map. Each one of those represents a 5-foot square. Your character can move, well, you're a tabaxi, so quite a distance on this turn.
Yep. So you can either move 30 or you can double your move for the turn. It's like freaking go ham anywhere.
All right. So you're stepping up to fight this guy in melee range. Are you attacking with your daggers or something else? I guess you've got a short sword as well, or your claws.
My claws, I wouldn't get personal.
Yeah.
Okay, so on your character sheet, you can click the word claws, and it will roll an attack for you.
Nice.
16. That will hit. So you can now, in the chat, click the word claws, and it will roll your damage.
Oh,
What?
she's got a
No.
-1 strength.
She's got
otherwise.
negative strength, and claws take strength.
Yep.
I'm going to say that you probably can't do less than 0 damage. So this, or less than 1 damage. So you do scratch this guy for 1 damage.
Like an actual
Nice.
kitten, like scratching.
Yeah.
As you're holding it. It's the
Just
same amount of
slaps you
damage.
with the paw, basically.
Yeah, you basically put your claw into his like arm or something as you grab on. But he looks taken aback that you reacted so fast to the murdering of your friend. Next, the armored person is going to take out their longbow.
Oh.
Even though they don't have too much distance to fire in this bar, she's going to knock an arrow, point the bow at Jail, and say, "We're here for him and his brother. Draw and shoot at Jail."
Oh,
Oh,
Oh
Rolling
man.
a
you've already got
11.
enemies, bro.
Oh shit.
what did I do?
Backstory shit.
So 11 does not hit as you bring your hulking mass of steel in front of the path of the arrow.
Nice.
Stand behind Brom.
Basically.
You're up.
All right, I'm going to dive on top of what's her name?
So you're like
Karina.
standing guard
I'm
over
gonna
Karina.
I'm gonna be trying to like stop up her wounds, and I'm gonna accidentally cast Cure Wounds on her in a panic.
You even
Nice.
accidentally
And-
cast things just like Franklin.
What? Okay, guys, not Franklin.
Brett-
I swear.
Brett needs to sit in for a session of that.
This
Just
is-
to watch this.
Actually, Franklin's brother Franklin.
Long lost brother.
Separated at birth.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's canon.
All right, nice.
Yeah,
As
Mexican.
you like panic over her and are like putting your
Nice.
hands on the wound to and your healing magic just happens to spring forth, I want you to roll a medicine check.
Okay.
So did she get like 1 pump? I missed that part there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, basically this guy just like came up behind her and stabbed her straight in the heart.
Allison let her die.
She went down.
Oh, same as
Yeah, it's the people we're looking for, or at least killing the same way.
yeah.
All right, so your just quick inspection of the wound is that this was much more deadly than a normal stab wound. It seems that this this cloaked figure has some kind of evil power about them.
Okay. I'm going to nervously step up right there. And just like
Alright.
hold out my my warhammer made out of tortoise shells.
Oh, nice.
All right. Jail, you're up.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Did I tell? Was she just flat out dead when?
No, your magic did work.
Okay.
She gasps and is back, but is laying on the ground in shock of what
Okay.
just happened.
Alright, so I'm gonna draw my weapon. My shield's already drawn, I guess.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say to Sir Zek, let's do this, brother, and then I'm gonna step up. And cast help. Take the help action with Tandem Tactician.
All right.
I guess it's a
For,
bonus action, actually, never mind.
For those of you watching at home, we've decided to use some of the Unearthed Arcana feats, and being a variant human, Jail has started with the Tandem Tactician feat.
Oh, cool.
Nice, nice.
But before that, I'm going to move over here and use Word of Radiance.
Ooh.
Oh, so I noticed on your character sheet, for some reason, you have some stuff from Paladin level 2 already. You wouldn't get that until level 2,
Oh, yeah,
as
yeah,
it's
my
your
bad.
fighting style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot I put those on there in advance.
Yeah.
I'll just be hitting this armored chick with the flail then.
Okay. 16, because your shield does not give you advantage. Your shield gives you disadvantage on attack rolls because it's so massive.
Yeah.
Does not hit. Unfortunately,
Alright.
she throws off her cloak as she brings one of her arms that was hidden underneath the cloak is wielding a shield, and she is wearing full chainmail armor.
Oh man. Alright, so I'll slam my shield down on the ground and use my help action to help crush and
You can use it with to 2 targets.
it'll be on Sereth and Krush if they happen to attack this person.
All right.
All right. So you miss with the flail, it's blocked, and then you take your tower shield and unexpectedly move that massive hunk of steel and do a shield bash with it, and catches her completely by surprise and off balance. Now is the time for your allies to strike. Quirkbeck, you're up.
Alright, I move up. Is there, like a lamp or something on this table? Or, I guess not a lamp, but something similar? Or is it just an open table?
There could very well be a lamp there, for sure. What do you have in mind?
Or a vase or something? Well, my catapult spell needs an object that's between 1 and
Oh.
5 pounds.
Yeah, for sure. If there's not a lamp or a vase, there's definitely like
something.
Mugs of ale and stuff. Yeah, you can easily find an item.
All right.
My free beer mug.
I pick up the mug. I guess I can move over here, and I catapult it right at this guy.
All right, so he has to make a dex saving throw against the catapulted object. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is your DC in there, right?
Is my what?
I don't think
Is your spell save DC programmed right in your character sheet? Because it should be higher, I'd assume.
I don't have a lot of wisdom.
As a artificer, your spell save DC would be
intelligence, I think.
So it should be 8 plus proficiency, which is 2 at level 1, plus your intelligence.
Yeah, 13 is
Yeah.
right then.
Yeah,
That's
in
a
the
10
chat
though.
it came up as 10.
Oh,
So I'll have to fix that spell.
yeah, it's 13 in the book, but 10 on the page.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know what went wrong with that, but yeah, we'll get to that.
Hey, I rolled the exact same damage.
More forward.
We can play with it later.
Yeah.
Sure.
3d8 on that? Holy shit.
Yeah, that spell's pretty nuts. I guess it does require an environmental thing to interact with.
That's hard to
But Yeah, that's not hard.
And
Here, let me
it's also
try this
bludgeoning
again.
damage, which can be easily halved for a lot of creatures too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so the cloaked figure is going to roll its dex. And he rolls a 14 as he manages to just slide out of the way. Seems that he's very practiced with his movements. Anything else? Or is it save for half damage? For no damage?
It says on a
Okay.
failed save, the object strikes a target and stops moving. When
Yeah,
the-
but he passed his save.
Yeah, oh. So I guess it just keeps going and hits like the back wall. Yeah.
So like
okay.
in this line.
Yeah.
Just
Alright,
kill
so
the
you're
pedestrian.
I don't know
bar
what
patrons
happens.
are like, diving out of the way as this like mug of ale rockets across the room and shatters off the tavern wall.
If there was somebody else in the line, would they also have to make this save?
Yeah, but I just don't want you killing a bunch of civilians. So.
Yeah, I would have said I wouldn't have done that if that's how it worked. I guess I should have read more.
Luckily, all of the patrons kind of cowered in fear as they saw somebody just get like stabbed and dead in front of them. And most of them have backed off. With that, we'll go to Octavius's turn.
And guess I'll grapple this bitch.
All right. Roll your athletics check.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
He's made to do one thing. And
First time I grapple someone is a natural one.
All right, so he easily just like steps back out of the way of your reaching arms.
In my defense, I don't got my grappling arms yet. Yeah.
Anything else on your turn? That's it? Okay, Sareth.
all right. So Jail was helping attacks against this douche.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty then. I'm going to back up one and just go. Well, no more talking, I suppose. And I'm going to cast Hex on this individual here.
All right.
With. Yep. I'll give them disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay, and they will have to make a wisdom save. Is that right?
I don't think they get a save on it. Place a curse on a creature. Till the spell ends, you deal necrotic damage. No, they don't get a save.
Oh, well, hex is a lot better than I thought it was.
Pretty good.
it's a real good spell.
All right, and then I will fire an Eldritch Blast at her.
All right.
Huh! Oh, I suppose that's with advantage.
18,
Or
just hits, but you could roll for advantage, see if you get the crit.
all right.
Nice.
All right, well, 18 does hit.
Nice. Oh. All right.
Nice.
And an extra 1d6, right?
It's the
did
necrotic
roll that.
there.
That's the necrotic for hex.
Oh, it's already applied. I see.
All right, it's for 4 damage.
That's a hit, though. It's a hit on a taking target. It's not bad.
That
What
is
does
a
Eldritch
hit.
Blast look like?
It's this kind of swirling spectral ball that just fires out as it kind of like as it forms in his hand, and he just thrusts his hand forward and it shoots out.
Nice. I'm surprised at the
Alright.
capability of my friend.
Okay, now the cloaked figures are going to take their turn. This one is going to slide up here, prompting an opportunity attack from Luna. So, Allison, you can roll an attack with your claws or with your short sword, if you'd like, using your reaction. This would be an attack of opportunity.
Okay,
Is the short sword Dex?
Yep.
That's probably the better bet then.
Mhm.
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
One hand
So
on the
as
ice
you-
cream still.
Yeah.
Okay, so click
With this
on the word
prompts,
short
with a hit, with
sword
this. Oh, sorry.
on your character sheet.
Nice.
Nice.
All
Would
right.
this be with sneak attack too? Because I'm next to the dude.
It would be, yeah. You had helped Sereth and Surzex, right? Or Krush.
Yeah, they
Okay.
were the only ones close enough yet.
So unfortunately, not a crit. Oh wait, never mind. This wasn't the guy that you'd helped. So yeah, 18 does hit, and you can on your character sheet make sure the sneak attack box is checked.
It'll be right below the attacks that you have in that little column.
Allison.
Oh, what? Sorry.
You roll damage.
Yeah, I'll click sneak attack for your sheet. Just click on the word short sword in the chat, and that'll roll your damage.
God damn.
Oh yeah.
So the numbers under the plus
that
don't
went with the
apply.
crit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still pretty
Yeah,
good
so
though.
still
A lot of
you
damage.
rolled, yeah, that is quite a bit of damage.
13.
You would have
So
one-shot
as
me.
this guy,
It would have one shot pretty much all of us.
this guy kind of just completely disdains you as you had failed to do anything of note with your claws. As he just turns his back to you and is after the target that the armored person indicated, you quickly draw your short sword and plunge it straight into his spinal column. As this guy
ruthless.
falls to the ground dead.
Yeah.
I did that.
First kill of the campaign.
Allison
I
wins
did
first
that?
kill award.
Yeah, you
You did that all on your own too.
Ah,
Not a single person damage him. Solo kill.
That's right.
Yeah.
Next up, the next Nightblade is going to make his attack against Jail.
That person has their marker on them because they're hexed, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
With a 10 not hitting. Next up, we've got Surzex.
Move up to here, and I'm gonna swing at this guy.
All right.
Get him.
17 does hit.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. As you swipe at this guy as he ineffectively bounces off Jail's shield, you cleave right through his arm and shoulder as he falls dead at your feet.
As I say, beyond awaits you.
Oh! You take
This
the
guy's
edge off.
badass.
That's my brother.
All right. Now we've got Kilvius.
Guy at the bottom
Menacingly
hasn't done
play the
anything yet, has
spoons.
he? He just kind of walked in and is there.
Yeah, this guy hasn't done anything yet.
Who knows if he's even with them? Just showed up.
Yeah, I mean, to you guys, you don't know if he's even with them. Allison was the only one that saw them enter.
True, true.
Well, I am going to cast Bane on that chick.
All right. Charisma saving throw, eh?
I guess that's true. We don't actually know that guy's bad.
Yep. We might next turn, though.
He looks pretty bad. Look at him.
All right. So, what is your spell save DC?
14.
Nice.
Damn. All right. So, they fail, and they are now under the effects of Bane as well as Hex.
Debuffs.
We're gonna support them
Yeah.
to death, guys.
What will be the symbol for Bane here? Let's do the other creepy skull symbol.
Oh god, now
Looks
they have creepy skull head.
And then I am going to pull up my spoons for a bonus action, play a little tune about Sarah's ass, and give him bardic inspiration.
Just turn back and go, thank you.
Sing us a tune, Craig.
This
Do it
one's
for the
called
stream.
Sarah's sexy ass.
This one goes out to all those
Nope.
girls in the lower city.
So the old hunched over creepy man is
Run away.
is actually part of this.
Oh.
He is going to pull out a
His
skull
dick.
on a chain and just start furiously beating it.
Wait,
No, he pulls out a skull on a chain, and the skull starts to glow with a greenish ambience inside as Jail. He is attacking you with a unique spell. that
Oh
these guys-
God!
And a 10 does not hit.
You fools!
All right. This guy is
Fine,
also
hit me,
going
hit me.
to
Everyone
run
attack the
out
tank.
the door.
I'm right here. Kill me.
you just leave.
Allison, you're back up.
Okay. So what can I do?
What do you want to do is the better question.
Whatever,
You
whatever
can do
you want to do.
anything.
Tell me what you want to do. I'll come up with something appropriate for you to roll.
So what is that old guy doing?
Running.
He tried to cast a spell at Jail and then ran out the door. And
Oh,
he's
so he's
just kind
gone.
of cowering just out the door right now. He's not gone.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll like I wanna like follow him kind of.
Okay. So you do have 30 feet of movement. So you could definitely get out the door or go and follow him if you'd like.
Sounds
But
like a good plan.
I kind of don't want to be seen by him, but just
Perfect.
keep an eye on him.
Stealthily follow him.
Okay, so you could try to stay in the tavern and
be
just duck behind the door, or there if you'd want. You can
Like, we can do
roll a you could go there for sure. You'd just be inside this window. That's right there.
Pushed
Yeah.
up against the wall.
Yeah, like crouch down.
Yeah,
and-
so you can roll stealth if you want to try and hide from this guy.
Where's that?
So on your character sheet on the left-hand side, there's a bunch of skills. It would be, if you look at the top, there's inspiration and then proficiency bonus, saving throws. You go all the way down. The second last one under the skills is stealth.
Nice.
All right. 14 as you, with your feline reflexes, pounce over to the corner of the room and duck just under the window, trying to keep an eye on your target without being seen.
Nice.
With that, we will go over to the armored figure. They're going to realize it's futile trying to attack this walking mass of iron, and are going to step up and brandish their mace and swing it at Surzex.
Fat miss.
DM curse.
Oh,
Back.
Yeah,
he's
Colton's
back.
mics occasionally breaks for no reason.
Yep.
Hello? No, I disconnected.
Oh,
Ah.
Shitty internet problems.
Rip.
So the Fist of Bane, realizing it's futile attacking Jail, is going to brandish their mace and swing it down at Surzex. They rolled a 12 to hit, which I do not think hits.
Nope.
Plus, they would have had to take the Bane detriment anyway to that. So, yeah, no, that does not hit. Crush, you're up.
great. We're gonna yell at him. Who do you work for? No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna hit him with a mace, kind of like. "Ah!"
Oh no, bonk.
Oh no!
You get advantage.
Yeah!
The first crit of the campaign.
Campaign.
Yeah, buddy.
All
He's
right,
got
so
a
I'm
crew
going
shutter.
to I'm gonna have to program the character
Oh my
sheets for everybody because
God.
we talked about the house rule where we do the brutal criticals.
Oh yeah.
Oh
But
God.
for the first session, we're gonna do normal criticals.
Okay,
Who would have buttered
Oh,
her
yeah.
bread?
that's fine.
Ah.
Uh,
It's probably for the best when we're low levels.
Yep.
all right, but your tortoiseshell mace crunches into this chainmail armor, and you hear and feel her bones give way underneath it as she starts to cough up blood.
I go. Oh, please stop.
This hurts me as much as it hurts you.
It definitely doesn't, but
Jail, you're up.
You're one cold-blooded bastard, Cruz. I'm gonna attack her with my flail again.
All right. 14 or 12 does not hit.
does anyone know
you
who
wanna-
Feels Duckman is? That's a pretty sweet name. In the chat.
That is pretty awesome.
Feels Duckman.
I'm going to, after I miss with my flail, on the way back, I'm gonna try and like hook her arm and use the help action on Surzex and Cruz.
All right. Perfect. We're going to Quirkbeck or Gerbeck, Quirkcraft.
The most confusing name.
Uh.
Alright, I'm going to run
It's pretty much a
over
prerequisite for being a gnome.
to here. 1, 2, 3, yep. And then on the way, I'm gonna like pick up some pebbles from people's like shoes or feet that they would have dragged in as my bonus
Alright.
action. And then I'm gonna make a ranged spell attack and throw one of these magic pebbles at them.
Pebble!
Nice.
All right.
What's a ranged spell attack? Just 1d20
It'll be
plus.
D20 plus int and proficiency
Yeah.
for you.
So D20 plus 5. 7. So you go to toss one of these magic stones, and you miss as she gets crushed by the force of Krush's blow. She stumbles back further than you'd anticipated, and your magic stone just embeds itself in the wall of the tavern, like a projectile. with that, we're going to Octavius.
Grapple Master 3000.
The stick
Yeah,
man.
so far not living up to that.
Combine him
He's
and
in the
Dr.
right.
Vandal Savage together, and we can call him Doc Ock.
Yep.
Oh,
my
get copyrighted.
Fucked. Oh, I forgot I refreshed it, so my character page got fucked off. All right. Well,
I guess I should snap
proud
this
of
link
King.
Two-handed
Oh.
strike.
Give him the
in.
suplex.
Unfortunately, the help action was not granted to you, so 11 does not hit.
That's it.
As you take your fists and ball them up together and try to just bring them down with all the force you can on her unarmored head, you manage to just hit a glancing blow as she stumbles backwards into you, taking away the leverage of your swing. With that, we'll go to Sereth.
All right. I'll just stay where I
Nice.
am and shout at this armored individual. You're surrounded! Surrender and you might live.
Yeah, you can shout that. They don't really respond in words. They still seem to be fighting.
Oh, shit. All right. Another Eldritch Blast.
Goddamn zealots.
Yep. Oh, sadness.
Yeah, you weren't one of the ones given advantage, were you?
Nope.
All right, so yeah, Eldritch Blast miss. Gonna move or do a bonus action before we move on?
Yeah, let's see here. Actually, I probably can't just like leap over the bar.
I'm gonna say you could leap up onto the bar, but it's gonna cost 5 feet of movement.
Okay. So I could get to about there. Yeah, let's move to there. From here, can I
Right.
see the old man at all?
Yeah, you could basically just barely see him outside the open door to the tavern.
All right.
As he kind of left and just ducked around the corner, he would have 3/4 cover
Okay.
from you.
I will use my bonus action to move Hex to him.
All right.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Okay. They no longer have a turn, so Surzex.
I will swing.
Yes, brother.
Wow.
10 does not hit, as you guys seem to be having a wet noodle fight instead of a mace and a scythe fight. Any bonus action?
Nope, that will be all.
All right, Kilvius, you're up.
Quickest.
Could I have? I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant and try and have a foot to trip the old guy. I mean, I'm gonna move up to so I can be in range first, but yeah, I think I was right here. And
Is
yeah, I wanna,
Unseen Servant an action to cast?
it's a spell, yeah.
Does anybody know the casting time of it? I just thought it was longer to cast than that.
No idea.
Well, time to turn to
One
the
one
trusty
action.
player's handbook.
Yeah, it's one action.
Okay, so you're making an invisible foot underneath the old man to try and trip him should he leave.
That's
Well,
200 IQ.
like a leg getting
Nice.
kicked out.
Alright.
But you have to take an opportunity attack to move through there, no?
Where did you move? Yeah, what path did you take? You would have had to step around the bodies, I guess. I mean, you could have gone. Yeah.
The dead guy
You
would
could-
have been on the ground, so I could have.
You could have
Went over
gone
the dead
here,
guy.
and then you'd see him.
Yeah, I could do it that way. Yeah, that works.
All right. So you summon the unseen leg that is going to ready an action to try and trip this guy as he moves. And now it's his turn. He's going to try and step back into the door.
Yes.
So, what do you think that it has a strength of 2? Hey.
Yeah, so that would be -4, I think.
All right. So roll a d20 -4 for its athletics to try and trip this guy.
Come on, unseen leg.
Come on, baby.
Oh!
Oh, but 16 because he didn't -4 from it.
But still a crit, which is better than my 2.
What the
Did
fuck?
it!
All right,
Yes!
so this guy goes to step into the door and is tripped by an unseen force, kicking his leg out as he falls prone into the bar.
He probably
my
breaks a hip.
From the ground at disadvantage, he's going to make his spell attack at Sirzex. 21 to hit. That
You
does
said
hit,
with
I'm
disadvantage,
assuming.
though, didn't you?
Oh, yes. 11
Nice
to hit. Does not.
Oh,
As he's kind of readying up the magic of his spell, as he suddenly goes "Puh!" and throws it out at random as he falls to the ground.
Got him.
Allison, your turn.
Oh my god, she's gonna just blast him.
He's thrown on the ground.
Yeah.
you could do whatever you want.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to get behind him and do a little something.
Oh,
All right. So you can step up behind the old man and try to plunge your short sword into him as he lays down on the ground. This is an attack against a prone target has advantage. So you would also get to apply your sneak attack damage to this if it hits.
So I
God.
click short sword.
So in other words,
Yeah, short sword. 14
Advantage.
does hit the old man in the
The old man.
So click on the word short sword in chat now to roll your
Oh.
damage.
12?
Right.
Nice.
12 damage. As you plunge your sword down into his back, he coughs blood up onto the floor, but still manages just to hold on to consciousness.
Old man.
Oh man, look at my life.
Falls in the door, misses the spell.
I'm-
and
In
stab.
my chest.
He's just a bumbling old man, and Allison's stabbing the crap out of him.
Next up, the armored woman is going to shout for Bane as she attacks with her mace yet once again.
She's ironically affected by Bane.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't that person take
Does
an extra
not
1d6 hex damage too, or is that only Blake?
That's
That was only me.
Blake's attacks.
Okay.
So yeah, they miss. Krush, you're up.
I'm gonna- oh no, please don't. I just smack him with a warhammer again.
Well, yeah, 24 hits because you had advantage.
Oh, alright.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
All right.
Oh man.
So you swung your mace into her with devastating force, reeled it back, and just again come like a baseball swing into her chest again. and it caves in yet further as they fall to the ground dead.
Oh,
Got him.
And I kind of like just slowly holster the warhammer and just kind of like try to walk away.
Oh no.
All right, Jail, you're up.
all right. I'm going to walk up to the old man.
All right.
And he's still laying on the ground, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna just
Sure.
put my shield on his back and try to restrain him and hold him down.
All right. So roll. I guess this would be a grapple. So athletics.
Nice.
Let's see.
Nat 20 from the old man.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
Man,
Down
put up a
here.
fight.
A cornered animal, you know. But yeah, you managed to hold him to the ground with the weight of your shield.
I'm gonna tell him to stop fighting.
Um,
Stop resisting.
Yeah.
he says, I will join with my lord in death.
Oh, that's a bit macabre.
What-
That's your choice then. And that's it for my turn.
That would have been your action, yeah. So unless you have a bonus action to do. Gerbeck, Quirkcraft.
You can make all attacks non-lethal, right?
Melee attacks can be made
I
non-lethal.
probably should have done that.
Just kill, sir.
Especially in
Don't know my
character.
own strength,
Think
man.
of it.
Haven't
All
used
right.
this warhammer that much.
I don't want to be the one to kill him, but I'm gonna ready another rock if he somehow gets up and runs out the door.
Okay, so you're readying your action to throw your magic stone.
Yep.
Perfect. Octavius, you're up.
How? He's restrained with the shield on his head. His back.
Yeah, the shield's just set on his back. He's restrained.
Alright. I'm gonna give him the old Randy Orton punt.
Oh my god.
Out of
All
nowhere.
right, so this would count as one of your one-handed attacks.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Poor old man, we're just getting up on him.
Yep.
All right, and this is also made with advantage since he's lying on the ground.
Yeah, my rolls suck cock tonight.
13 still hits the old man in tattered robes.
Perfect.
Bonk.
All right, with the 7 damage, how do you want to do this?
Well, fuck it. I just punted the fuck out of him, so I just assume his head's gone.
All right, so you run across the bar, seeing your chance to do something to spite. The old man's head is perfectly teed up for you.
Oh no!
Like
You bring the
Vegeta
leg
with the
back
frog.
like a freaking punter in football, and you just connect with the side of his head as you hear his neck snap as the other side of his head violently hits his shoulder.
Oh my god.
But luckily, Jail didn't pull a Charlie Brown on either.
What would have happened if I rolled a that one? Just Charlie Browns me.
Good grief.
Just runs up, kicks Taylor in the balls.
All right, so you guys are now out of combat.
Try to shake some of the old man's head blood off of my shield.
I go around prestidigitating things around the areas my attacks would have hit.
Go check on our spy here.
I'll turn to Surzix and ask,
Here.
"Are you okay?"
Yeah, never got
we're-
hit. They
okay.
miss every time.
All right, so you guys go and help Tarina up off of the ground. Her torso is covered with her own blood, and there's a small incision wound in her shirt, but her wounds have been mended by Krush.
I'll prestidigitate the blood off of her.
All right. It's cleaned up. Oh,
Dreadfully
well,
sorry about that.
well, thank you so much. Those must have been the cultists. They must have spotted me at the tannery. I think we're definitely onto something here.
Nice.
The one in armor called out for Jael and his brother.
That is very strange.
This-
Don't know why they would be after you.
Not too many people would know that we are in the city, I think, so I wonder how that would have
Yeah.
got out.
Perhaps it's best if we maintain a
they
lower
mistook you
profile.
for someone else.
There's a way for them to know that we're from Elturel, just like all the other immigrants. And that's who the people that they're targeting, perhaps.
It lines up with all the other victims.
All right. So as you guys are discussing this, you hear once again the elf song start to play. But this one is very different.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Sing it for us.
Can you hear it?
Rhythm is singing.
Yeah, I can.
Oh.
This rhythm isn't fake news, and it's actually at like 80%, not 3%.
Huh.
Renowned by all across the realms, and never once a slave. Oh, sing a song of Elturel when foes are at her door, her fields torn by cloven feet from some infernal shore. Arise, the mighty Hell Riders, take up your swift, keen swords, then charge into the hellish fray and scatter devil hordes. Oh, sing a song of Elturel.
I'm gonna start playing along with my wooden spoons.
Perfect.
Beneath companions' light until the dawn does call. We're bound by mortal covenant that only ends with death. And so we'll sing of Elturel until our final breath.
A tear
So-
rolls down my cheek.
As the final notes of the elf song fade, you guys see that the bar is dead still and silent. All of the remaining patrons that didn't flee in the fight look around in utter shock, as this is the only time in known memory that the elf has ever sang another song. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh man!
Oh, lordy.
Cliffhanger.
Nice. Yep. That was awesome.
Holy, did you
that was
ever
a good session.
slap tits, Allison?
Yeah, I did.
Yep. Rogues, man. Shoot it
Somehow.
from behind.
Crush the Crusher there.
Simple
Crushinator.
Simon.
I'm not stupid. Just shy.
Just crushes a rib cage in. Oh no, does it again.
Blood on his face. Oh no.
Oh no.
I just picture like a murdering Eeyore, but a turtle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
father.
Oh, father, gonna clean the blood off
Oh
my
boy,
face.
here I go
I fight
killing
for my
again.
friends, man.
I can't believe the foot tripped the old guy.
That was awesome.
That fucking unseen servant just boots his fucking leg out. Tied his shoelaces together.
Yeah, I when I said that I was going to be able to do damage, I didn't expect to do it like that.
That was awesome. I love it.
Just trying to calm the person down.
Yep.
Calm down permanently.
Still
I
is
use
the
my
great,
mace
as
to
they
cast
say.
calm.
Calming strike.
Just knocks him fucking unconscious. See, look at how calm he is. He's sleeping like a baby.
Oh, yes.
Why isn't the chest moving at all? It's not rising one bit. Looks
I guess he was really tired.
Calm.
after
Alright,
playing
guys,
this
I'm
squishy
signing
wizard for
off.
so
Talk
long,
to you
it's
guys
kind of
later.
nice to be able to just smack something with a mace.
Bye, Craig.
Bye, Craig.
See ya.
Later.
Holy shit.
It was a good
Actually,
first
a
time.
couple follows that game, too. So thanks to everyone who followed. Hope you had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, big thanks to everyone who followed. Should be here Monday next week, same starting at Blake, what's your time zone? You give them your time because your time doesn't change.
Pacific, 6 o'clock. Pacific Standard Time. Or Daylight Time. I don't know what the hell it is right now. 6 o'clock Pacific.
3.5 hours ago, whatever time that was.
Yep.
All right, I guess we're done.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye,
Thanks a
everybody.
lot.
Bye bye.
Bye.
News.